A Course in Miracles, Chapter 2, Section 7, Cause and Effect. You may still complain about fear, but you nevertheless persist in making yourself fearful. No, so ito yung isang insanity daw nung ating pag-iisip, no? Nagko-complain daw tayo about fear, ayaw natin ng yung experience ng fear, no? Pero pini-persist daw natin, no, na tinatakot natin yung sarili natin, no? Parang kumbaga dun pa lang may conflict na na ayaw nating ma-experience yung fear, yung mga negative emotions. Pero yun din mismo yung ginagawa natin, no? So ito yung isang example na parang related dun sa sinasabing what you resist persist, no? Nire-resist natin yung fear, no? Pero the more we resist, the more it persists, no? So parang tinuturo dito sa atin ng A Course in Miracles, tayo din yung nagko-cause nung fear, no? Yun yung one way na nami-miscreate natin yung experience of fear pag nire-resist natin siya, no? So parang tinuturuan tayo ng panibagong approach kung paano natin i-handle yung fear, no? Paano natin i-approach yung fear. Sa Buddhism or sa ibang practices, ang term nilang ginagamit doon sa nature daw ng mind natin is monkey mind, no? Kasi nagsiswing siya parang monkey, no? So parang ganun yung behavior nung mind natin, no? Hindi siya kumbaga parang yung term naman ng A Course in Miracles doon sa nature na yon is split mind, no? So yun nga nabanggit natin before na kailangan wholehearted tayo, no? So fear and love lang naman yung choices eh. So kailangan lagi nating maging aware tayo, conscious enough to always align ourselves, yung mga choices natin, yung mga decisions natin are aligned with love, no? Para ayun, hindi na natin i-persist yung experience natin of fear, no? So ito from the voice of Joshua or Jesus, sabi niya dito, I have already indicated that you cannot ask me to release you from fear. I know it does not exist, but you do not, no? So nire-remind tayo ni Joshua na kasi 'di ba pag nagdadasal tayo, yan yung common na linyahan natin, no? Parang sinasabi natin na alisin yung takot natin, yung mga negative emotions, no? Parang yan yung common or usually nating pinagpipray, no? Pag humihingi tayo ng tulong or ng guidance. Pero ang sinasabi sa atin dito na A Course in Miracles is hindi yun magagawa or hindi yun mangyayari kasi in the first place, alam ni Joshua or ni Jesus na yung fear does not exist, no? So parang pag tinulungan niya tayo to release us from fear, parang in a way sinasabi rin natin na pinatototohanan ni Joshua yung fear, which in reality ay hindi naman daw nag-exist, no? So imbis na i-release from fear, no? Parang ang gustong itulong sa atin ni Joshua is to bring us back to love, no? So yun yung kakaibang approach na tinuturo sa atin ng A Course in Miracles, no? If I intervene between your thoughts and their results, I would be tampering with the basic law of cause and effect, the most fundamental law there is. No? So, ayan yung topic nitong section na to, cause and effect. No? So, ayun, no, ino-observe din ni Joshua yung universal law na yun, yung cause and effect. No? So, ayun nga, kumbaga touch move, kumbaga pag ginalaw mo yung isang end, yung cause, no, automatic yung effect niya is magkakaroon din ng impact, no? So pag for example, yung sa fear, no, yun yung cause ng ating mga pains and suffering, no? So sinasabi dito na pag tinamper daw or pag binago, no, ni Joshua or ng Holy Spirit yung thought system natin without our consent, no, kasi yan yung ating free will, natatamper daw yung universal law of cause and effect, no? So ino-honor ni Joshua yon ng ating mga spiritual guides, no? So hindi nila pwedeng itamper yon, no, yung free will, hindi nila pwedeng hindi sila pwedeng mag-overtake, no? Pwede lang nila tayong i-guide para tayo mismo yung gagawa ng choice na yon, no? They cannot make the choice for us. Sa atin dapat manggagaling yon. I would hardly help you if I depreciated the power of your own thinking, no? Imbis na makatulong, imbis na ma-empower tayo, which is yun yung objective ng A Course in Miracles, magiging counterintuitive siya or magiging counterproductive siya, no? Magiging counterproductive siya. Madi-disempower tayo, no? Parang yan yung tinatawag sa psychology na learned helplessness, no? So, imbis na ma-empower tayo, madi-disempower tayo kasi kumbaga yung power of choice hindi natin na-exercise, hindi natin na-practice, no? 'Di ba? With great power comes great responsibility, no? So pag yun nga, yung nakialam sila doon sa ating thought system, doon sa ating decision, no? Parang tinitake away din sa atin yung responsibility, yung power of choice, no? So hindi siya empowering act of love. You are not used to miracle-minded thinking, but you can be trained to think that way. No? So, ayun nga, ito yung tinuturo sa atin ng A Course in Miracles. Mabalik tayo dun sa ating miracle-minded way of thinking, no? Kasi dito sa mundong ginagalawan natin, na condition tayo to think in a certain way, no? Kaya tayo nagkaroon ng mga beliefs, no? Kasi yan yung natutunan natin, no? Although maganda yung intention ng mga nakapalibot sa atin, pero hindi kasi maganda yung naging outcome, no? So yung tinuturo sa atin ng A Course in Miracles is yung miracle-minded thinking, no? So, sabi nga dito, we can be trained to think that way. Kasi yung ating utak, no, may tinatawag na neuroplasticity, no? Kumbaga, through thinking different thoughts, no, nagkakaroon ng panibagong kumbaga ay circuit, no, kung dito sa ating utak, no, nagkakaroon ng panibagong neural pathways kung tawagin, no? At yung mga neural pathways na yon, nagfo-form sila, and then doon nabibuild yung ating new belief system na based on love, no? Na yung new thought system na based on love, no? Yung tinatawag nga natin dito na operation system, no? Kasi yung na-install sa atin dito sa mundo is yung OS na based on fear, no? So, ang ginagawa ng A Course in Miracles is parang nire-reprogram niya, no? Yung OS natin, yung operating system natin back to love. Yan, both miracles and fear come from thoughts. If you are not free to choose one, you would also not be free to choose the other. Yan. So, yun nga, no, yung thought system. No, merong dalawa lang yan, yung fear and love, no? Or yung other term for love, no, yung mga thoughts based on love is miracles, no? So, yung miracles daw and fear come from our thoughts. No, so yun nga yung operating system, no? Siya yung doon nakadepende daw yung ating thought system. And we are free to choose kung ano daw yung pipiliin natin, no? Whether it's fear-based thought system or love-based thought system. Yan, you have been fearful of everyone and everything. You are afraid of God, of me, and of yourself. Ayan yung nangyayari pag yung thought system natin ay based sa fear, no? Lahat kinakatakutan natin. No? Kaya lahat ng tao and everything, everyone and everything, no? You are afraid of God. Dito nanggaling yung fear of God. Of me, of Jesus, and of yourself, no? So, ayun, kasi yung thought system is based sa fear, eh. So, lahat ng, kumbaga, yung fear na yon sa lahat ng nakikita natin or napiperceive natin, we perceive it from fear, no? So, lahat, kinakatakutan natin, even God, even ourselves, no? So, in the same way, di ba sabi nga natin, dalawa lang yung thought system. Kung papalitan natin yung thought system natin from fear to love, which is yun yung ginagawa ng A Course in Miracles, it is shifting our perspective from fear to love. No? In the same way, pag napalitan na yung operating system natin, no, na love na yung umiiral, yung ating perspective, no? Ganun na rin yung magiging kung paano natin makikita yung everything and everyone, no? So, from fear of God, magiging love of God na siya, no? From fearing ourselves, magiging self-love. No, yan yung napag-usapan na natin before at pag-uusapan pa natin sa mga susunod pang videos. Yan. Actually, cause is a term properly belonging to God and His effect is His Son. Yan. So, ayun, no? In the context of cause and effect, no, parang ganun din daw yung nag-exist na relationship or yung nature natin in relationship to God, no? Si God daw yung cause and tayo yung effect. Now, later on, marirealize natin na yung cause and effect ay iisa lang kasi walang separation between the two, no? We are never separate from God. And the conflict is therefore one between love and fear. And so yun daw yung conflict, no? Yung split mind, no, na nature ng ating pag-iisip, ng ating thinking, no? It's between love and fear. Ang ganda nitong next paragraph dito, no? Sabi, it has already been said that you believe you cannot control fear because you yourself made it, and your belief in it seems to render it out of your control. So, parang tingin daw natin is yung fear is hindi daw tayo yung may kagagawan nun, no? Pero kung tutuusin, miscreation natin siya, no? Tayo rin yung mismong we are the maker of fear, no? Parang from that idea that we are separate from God, and then pinaniniwalaan natin siya. So, na-experience natin yung fear, and then we think na hindi natin kontrolado yung experience na yon, no? Pero kung tutuusin, tayo yung nag-miscreate ng experience na yon for us, no? Pero ganun lang natin siya nakikita, parang out of our control. Pero in reality, it's within our control, no? If it's within our control, pwede natin siyang baguhin. Kasi base lang naman sila sa thought system na pinipili natin. Yet any attempt to resolve the error through attempting the mastery of fear is useless. In fact, it asserts the power of fear by the very assumption that it need to be mastered. No? So yan yung sinabi natin kanina. No? So any attempt to resolve the error, yung error na yon is yung error in our thinking that we are separate from God, no? Through attempting the mastery of fear is useless, no? So yung conquer fear, fight your fear, no, useless yon. And in fact, it asserts the power of fear, no? Parang binibigyan pa daw natin ng power yung fear, binibigyan pa natin siya ng reality. No, pag ganun yung approach natin, pag kino-conquer natin yung fear, pag nilalabanan natin yung fear, no? Kasi hindi naman siya nag-e-exist. Ano yung i-conquer natin? Ano yung lalabanan natin kung hindi siya nag-e-exist? No? Parang yung attempt na yon, binibigyan pa natin siya ng false reality, which is counterproductive dun sa gusto nating ma-achieve or gusto nating mangyari. The true resolution rests entirely on mastery through love. Ayun. So, yung proper na approach or yung resolution is mastery of love, no? So, parang sinasabi dito, i-shift lang daw natin yung attention natin, yung mastery natin, no? Imbis na mag-focus tayo dun sa fear, no? I-shift natin yung attention natin towards love. No, kasi yung focus na yon, yung attention na yon, siya yung nagbibigay ng power, no? Either to love or to fear, no? So kung ganun yung idea, might as well na, 'di ba, ibanin lang natin yung attention natin. And then pag nalipat na yung attention natin, yung focus natin, kusa lang made-dissolve yung fear, no? Hindi na natin siya kailangang i-conquer, hindi natin siya kailangan labanan, 'di ba? Kasi hindi na natin siya binibigyan ng attention, no, ng power, no? Kusa lang siyang made-dissolve kasi it is just an illusion, no? And yung illusion, pag hindi na natin siya binibigyan ng pansin, kusa lang siyang made-dissolve, kusa lang siyang mawawala. And nothing and everything cannot coexist. To believe in one is to deny the other. Fear is really nothing and love is everything. Ngayon yung sinabi natin na fear is nothing, no? Hindi talaga siya nag-e-exist, no? Pero kung paniniwalaan natin yon, magkakaroon siya ng false sense of reality, no? And sinasabi nga dito na to believe in one is to deny the other. So, pag yung thought system ng fear yung pinili natin, no, automatic na de-deny natin yung love, no? So, kaya madalas pag merong thought system na based on love, katulad nitong A Course in Miracles at ng iba pang mga materials or resources na based on love na nagtuturo about love, no? And yung utak natin is na conditioned in fear, no? Ang initial reaction natin is ano 'yan, 'di ba? Hindi, kumbaga foreign sa atin 'yon, no? And madalas nire-resist natin at nakikita natin na threat, no? Kasi hindi siya pasok dun sa thought system ng fear, no? So alien siya to our thinking, no? Kasi yung thought system natin is based sa fear, no? So automatic na pag ganon, yung belief system natin is nagre-revolve lang din sa around fear, no? So parang automatic dine-deny natin yung anything na hindi pasok dun sa thought system ng fear, no? Example dyan is yung A Course in Miracles, no? So marami or may mangilan-ngilan, lalo na dun sa mga thought system na example dyan, best example dyan is yung religion, no? Although hindi naman siguro sinasadya, pero yung thought system kasi na umiiral doon is fear, no? Pag narinig nila yung A Course in Miracles, nakita nila yung teachings ng A Course in Miracles, hindi maganda yung reaction, no? Parang kung ano-anong reaction agad. Kasi nga, hindi sila tugma, no? Magkaiba sila ng thought system, no? So, hindi pwedeng mag-coexist yung fear and love, no? So, pag pinaniniwalaan natin yung isa, automatic na deny natin yung isa. Whenever light enters darkness, darkness is abolished. No, so nabanggit na natin to sa mga previous video, no, yung darkness is lack of light, no? So pag nagkaroon ng liwanag dun sa darkness, no, automatic made-dissolve yung darkness kasi na-fill na siya ng light. And darkness on its own, no, wala siyang sarili niyang substance, no, hindi talaga siya nag-e-exist. Kasi nga darkness is just lack of light. What you believe is true for you. Yan yung paulit-ulit nating naririnig, no? Na nabanggit na natin, napag-usapan na natin to sa mga previous chapters, no? So kung ano daw yung pinaniniwalaan natin will be real for us. In this sense, the separation has occurred, and to deny it is merely to use denial inappropriately, no? So ayun nga, yung ating belief in separation, no, ito yung nag-effect ng ating experience of separation. Itong ating na-experience dito sa mundo, no, sa ating physical world. Ayan. However, to concentrate on error is only a further error. So, yung error, no, kasi ito daw ating world, no, itong ating mundo is the effect of error in thinking that we are separate from God, no? So kung doon daw natin ilalagay yung attention natin, doon tayo magfo-focus dito sa external world, no, it will further emphasize the error, no? So ayun, yun kasi yung naging parang human condition natin, no? Yung attention natin talagang nandito sa ating external world, no? Ito yung ating human conditioning kasi, no? So para daw makorek yung error na yon, kailangan mag-shift yung attention natin from external to internal, no? From the outer world to the inner world. The initial corrective procedure is to recognize temporarily that there is a problem, but only as an indication that immediate correction is needed. So, first step is to recognize that there is a problem, no? Yun nga yung error. Kailangan maging aware tayo, no? So, yun yung first step. Awareness is the key to change. No? So, no awareness, no change. Kailangan maging aware muna tayo para ma-recognize natin yung error. And then, once na ma-recognize natin siya, magiging possible na yung correction. This establishes a state of mind in which the atonement can be accepted without delay. Yan. So, yun nga, once na magkaroon na ng recognition, no, parang ino-open up natin yung stage for the atonement, no, without delay. So, kumbaga, that recognition of the error in our thinking that we are separate from God, from that recognition alone, no, parang we are one step closer na doon sa atonement. Kasi nga, since na-recognize na natin, pwede na natin siyang i-correct, di ba? The statement, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in Him should not perish but have everlasting life," needs only one slight correction to be meaningful in this context. He gave it to His only begotten Son. Yan. So, ito isa sa mga popular na Bible passage, and ako personally gustong-gusto ko rin tong passage na to, no? For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son. Pero ang tinuturo sa atin ng A Course in Miracles is may konting correction daw doon sa statement na yon, no? Ang correct statement daw is He gave it to His only begotten Son, no? So itong world daw natin was given to us, no? For what purpose? Para makorek natin yung error in our thinking, no? Yan yung nabanggit natin before na pwede nating gamitin yung ating human experience, no, for our spiritual growth, for our healing, for our evolution, no? And ito yung tamang function ng world na ginagalaw natin, itong ating physical human experience. It should especially be noted that God has only one Son, no? Ayan, take note daw, no? God has only one Son, no? So yung only begotten Son, yung only one Son, tayong lahat yun, no? Hindi lang si Jesus, no? Kasama tayo doon sa Son of God, sa children of God, tayong lahat yun. Yun yung isang correction na gustong i-emphasize ng A Course in Miracles, no? Yung tinutukoy na only begotten Son, tayong lahat yun. We are all children of God. Yan. If all His creations are His sons, everyone must be an integral part of the whole sonship, no? So, yan yung sinabi natin na we are all children of God, no? We are part of the whole sonship, no? Yung body of Christ. So, ayan yung ating mga main insights na galing dito sa section 7 ng chapter 2, cause and effect. Hopefully, may mga napulot ka ulit na insights. And sa susunod, pag-uusapan pa ulit natin to para kumbaga talagang ma-build natin, no, yung thought system na based on love na tinuturo ng A Course in Miracles. So, hopefully magsama-sama ulit tayo sa mga susunod pang videos. But for now, thank you for joining me in this session and kita-kits ulit sa mga susunod pa.